The truth is, I don't think that you bitches are ready. Adore's Next Top Model Season 5. A huge thanks to all of the Adore's Next Top Model sponsors. Dottie's Secret. Dottie's Secret is an incredibly iconic makeup and beauty store inspired by high fashion and drag. Their distinguished products are sure to impress you and make you fall in love with your own reflection in the mirror. Ranging from everyday looks to pure catwalk eleganza, their makeup products are adored by all. Nuve is a very demure, very mindful beauty and makeup shopping experience. Their selections range from purchasable eyes, eyebrows to skins and makeup products. The highest of quality products for the highest of quality customers. Bipolar, cutesy, kawaii, casual, adorable. Bipolar offers it all with their fashion brand. Their wardrobe is guaranteed to turn a few heads as they specialize in everything a second life girl could possibly want. Confidence in one's own skin. The House of Heffa is a fashion house that caters to everything a la mode. An iconic experience just waiting to be discovered by those with a taste for excitement. Lelutka is Second Life's most famous and well-established meshed head brand, and with good reason too. Their meshed heads are known for their beauty, versatility, and accommodation for people of all genders and styles. Poema is an amazing Second Life skin and cosmetics shopping experience, as they are here to show us that beauty comes from within. An impressive brand known for making their customers feel like they can proudly be themselves. Poema proves to us that natural beauty is timeless. Every wrinkle tells a story, and every imperfection makes us unique. Bonnie is a fan and viewer of Adore's Next Top Model, just like you. If you would like to be featured as a sponsor in future seasons, make sure to message me in INWORLD, where you can make your donation towards the show's expenses. Thank you for supporting ANTM, and once again, thank you to all of our sponsors. And thank you to Hussey Hexam for creating the official ANTM logo. Hello, and welcome to Adore's Next Top Model Season 5, Episode 1, also known as Project A. This is our first episode. I'm very excited to be back, and I'm so happy to have all of the judges. Well, not all of them, but today's theme will be Undead Glamour. Now we have some returning judges, and we have a new guest judge, Bali.
Hello.
Hi, I'm very happy to have you back, Bali.
I'm so happy too.
So Bali has been with the show since the second or third season, I'm not sure, but she's been with us for a very long time, so it's very good to see you. Season 3 winner, Euphoria. Welcome back, Euphoria.
Thank you so much, Adore, and hi everybody. I'm extremely excited about this. I'm looking forward to everybody to show off their talents, and good luck to everybody.
We have Mousy, who is a returning guest judge. Hi, Mousy.
Hi, Adore. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I got some sneak peeks too, and I think the competition's going to be fierce. And let's get into this.
And we have a brand new guest judge, Hussey. Hi, Hussey, and welcome to the show.
Hey, my love. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited for all the tomfoolery and the fashion. I'm here for it.
And of course, I am the owner and host and director of Adore's Next Top Model. Of course, it's important to note that all final decisions are mine, and the winner of Adore's Next Top Model Season 5 Project A receives 50,000 linden. Now, we will begin critiquing the models on their photo submissions, their catwalk, their runway presentation, their fashion, their looks, and of course their photo submissions. Now, we will begin with Adonis.
The first one for me had the best walk so far out of all the other models. It was very lavish, very glamorous, up to the details of the earrings, the nails, but also the different patterns going on the outfit. The lavish velvet with the gold embroidery, it was exquisite and very glamorous, and the photo also makes a lot of sense. I think this model delivered the story of the photo without even me looking at the photo before, so it's a really beautiful interpretation of undead glam.
So I think that Adonis is presenting himself very well. It's beautifully put together, very polished. The makeup is on fleek. Everything about the outfit is speaking well put together to me, but safe, clean, but a little bit ultimately basic for me, just because I wanted to see more. It's giving me classic Dracula. It's giving me classic undead vampire royal. I wish he had went and taken it somewhere new. I wanted to see a little bit more from the concept of it. The picture is beautiful though, and I agree with Bolly that it's speaking story without actually having to tell you anything.
The first thing I want to say is that I feel like the textures, the shirt, the way everything was put together, it was put together very artfully. He paid a lot of attention to detail. When he walked down the runway, I was like, those pants fit so well. And it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like really high quality material. Like he picked the right things. However, I do agree with the judge who said it's very much on the nose. It's very cliche or what you would expect. I do wish there were a little bit more creativity in the outfit choice. I do love the attention to detail. It looks like this was thought about a lot, like with the eye color and the lips and everything matching, but it's a little on the nose. As far as the submission picture goes, I think that this looks like an art piece. Like, I think it's really beautiful. When I saw some of the photos from the contestants, the first thing I said was, wow, there are a lot of strong photos in here, and this is going to be really hard to judge. And for me, this is one of the best photos, and it's a very strong photo as well. It's beautiful. Like, it tells a story.
With Adonis, I feel that his look is very elaborate. His walk was very put together, the best we saw on the runway. His picture is very detailed, very put together. I thought it spoke volumes. It was one of the best. I would have to agree. I do love the touch and nod to the Rococo era, the Georgian era. I love that. It just, as a historian with fashion, it brings me glee to see that on the runway. So I do love that. I do love that it wasn't over the top. It just hit the mark on the head.
Alright, so my opinion on Adonis is that number one, it is very apparent to anyone that has eyes or an IQ above room temperature that Adonis has star quality. He is not to be messed with. He is an artistic soul. He is very much creative, and he has that Adore's next top model kind of X factor that I always look for in models when it comes to rewarding versus punishing certain models. That being said, yes, the look is great, yada yada yada, everything that everyone else said, but sis, like, my critique is that this is obviously like a set. Like, this is literally a set. Like, I could go to Toxic myself or whichever other store and kind of like buy a piece together and call it a day. Is it a beautiful set? Absolutely. Did Adonis wear it extremely well? Yes. Did the walk eat? Was the picture beautiful? Absolutely. And Adonis is one of the tops for me, to be honest, because I'm a little disappointed with quite a few of the models this week, which is not a great start in my opinion to their track records. I just wish it wasn't a set. Like, that is my biggest issue with this look. Now that we've discussed Adonis, it is time to discuss Aviore's performance on the runway today. Bali Coco, what is your opinion on Aviore, model number 2?
So my opinion on Aviore model number 2 is for me so far the best look. It is giving undead, it is giving monster, it is giving high fashion, it is giving undead but I serve you high fashion. The photo makes it even more intense, but also on the runway that was quite intense. I just love the look. It's very well put together. It's not too much, it's not too less for me. and it's just for me the best outfit so far.
Okay, with Aviore, when I saw this look, I gasped, I gagged, and I just was left speechless because to me, this is a perfect blend of horror, nightmare translated into high fashion. The red dress with the red hat, which is very structured, it gives me bold. It gives me all that you would expect to see on a very, very great fashion runway. The choice of the accessories is also great, even though I have to say one thing. I was really disappointed about the floating necklace. I didn't enjoy that one bit because it takes you a little second and you can fix that. So that's a little bit of a mishap. I understand, but it shouldn't have had happened. And the tentacles or the insect legs from the back are really, really nice touch to it. I was very afraid about one thing when I seen the head that Aviore is wearing. I was kind of worried it's gonna be, you know, translated into too costumey, but in fact I actually really enjoyed it. But I also didn't like another thing, which was the transition neckline on the blood that Aviore wears. It was very harsh. It should have been somehow blended out. So a little bit of a critique there, but overall this look is very, very strong for me. I love it. I will wear this myself and I absolutely enjoy it. The photo is also very nice, but again, critique coming. I wish there was a little bit more of a play with the lightning or using a little bit of FOV, playing around with that, making the background a little bit more, you know, faded out because you don't really stand out on the picture. I was expecting a little bit more from that, otherwise beautiful.
I'm a little nervous because I hope I don't agree with everyone's assessment of this outfit. So the dress I think is amazing. I love the texture, the sheen on the dress. I love the feathers. I like the drama of it all, right? But I couldn't figure out. So I love to read fantasy novels of all kinds, and it's really enjoyable to learn about all these different beings that's out there in the world. I couldn't figure out what she would have been. And I think my issue there is the kind of like the spider legs coming from her back. I'm not sure that was the best choice. The walk was amazing. The outfit itself is amazing, but it's not one of my favorites of the night. It just wasn't cohesive enough for me. And I just couldn't figure out what was, it felt like kind of putting things together that looked really beautiful, but it didn't for me work together. With that being said, I think the photo's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's out in the swamp, the marshes. I love the lighting that was used, like the soft purples and blues. I think this is a beautiful picture, and I like this outfit a lot more in the photo than I did on the runway.
Drop dead, it was gorgeous. She was stunning coming on the runway, but I would have to agree. I feel that there was something missing. There was a disconnect with the gown and the spider legs. It was disjointed, and her presence, her stage presence, was very reserved. And we're looking for, as you said earlier, a star, right?
Thank you, judges. I feel like Aviore is one of the few models that either fit the theme as it should have been fit, or didn't even come close to Halloween. I love the spider legs with the kind of more avant-garde look in the hat and the latex gown. To me, it's giving kind of spider goddess. Maybe it's giving a little Dead by Daylight entity vibe, and I personally really like it. Now, aside from the little mishaps with the necklace and stuff, which I do agree with, if you're gonna come to a runway, you have to make sure that there is a minimal amount of bugs and stuff like that and glitches with your outfit. I feel like Aviore made their look be as much undead glamour and as little Halloween as possible, and I respect that. I do, however, agree that Aviore has a more reserved energy. Something about Aviore's walk, something about their runway presence, it just felt reserved to me. But I do think that Aviore also is another model that has a lot of potential. Bali Coco, what is your opinion on Marlie?
Okay, this is gonna be difficult because I'm really parted on this. Either I don't like it, either I like it, but I don't adore it. The theme here, we can see some fashion with some elements, but I think there was too much accessories plus layers going on, plus butterflies, plus flowers, a lot of different things, plus bones. It's just too much going on together for me. It is not very well put together. But I can see here the 10. I appreciate the textures and the beautiful, petals. And even on the photo, I'm still aspirated because I think there's just too much going on for my eyes, too much things that's maybe do not make sense together. Butterflies, pearls, bones, flowers, roses, jewelry, piercings, a lot of things going on. And I think that could have been a really nice outfit if it was just a little bit more logical and maybe more well put together, but that's not the case for me.
Okay, with Marley's outfit, I'm also somehow torn in between two ways how this goes for me, because on one side I like it, and at the other side I'm like kind of confused about specific elements on the look. I kind of really enjoyed the kind of romantic take on undead, because she's giving me like a duchess or a countess living in her castle, which like had her heart torn out or has been killed by her lover or something like that. That's my idea I'm kind of getting from this look. It's very romantic to me, it's beautiful to me. I love the use of the petals, and the rib cage is also very, very perfect to me. But it's very clashy. I don't like the earrings with the necklace because they're metal and she has pearls. I don't like the tattoo that she has chosen to wear. I don't think it had any kind of place to be worn on an outfit like that. And I don't think that the picture is trying to translate what her outfit is. That's why I'm also like really struggling with, because you're taking a picture in some kind of antique, vintagey looking background, but you're, kind of really more opulent than that. It's screaming that it doesn't fit together. I do enjoy this outfit, but there is like a little bit too much going on with that.
The first thing I would like to say is I definitely appreciate all the time and effort the contestants put in getting these outfits, because these are extremely elaborate pieces and there's a lot of creativity that went into this. I would say that the judges' general consensus for me is 100% correct. I don't know what that is. Like, if that's like some sort of lingerie was not a part of this with the butterflies on it, it would have made the outfit somewhat better. I 1,000% agree with the comment about the tattoos. The elements that I do like to it is I like the eye makeup, I like the lips, and I even feel like the nose ring and the earrings. Like, they're just some things that just don't belong here. The photo's just okay for me. There were some really visually stunning photos that we saw thus far. This is just not my favorite. I'm sorry to say that.
So with Marlie, I do like the vibrancy of the outfit. It's very whimsical and playful. It's definitely very different than what we've seen so far from the runway. I will have to agree, it is very close to costume and haute couture. But I will say it's very interesting in a way where it's like the color does stand out in the backdrop in that picture. But I will have to agree that the outfit is very opulent for that backdrop. Since it's very like rustic and very antique looking. But yeah, I like it.
So, okay, I for one have overseen each and every one of these models' applications today. I accepted all of them, and I denied even more people that have applied to ANTM because they weren't giving enough. And the reason why I've accepted each and every one of the models that are in the 5th season of ANTM is because I saw fashion, I saw potential. Even for those models that are not exactly squeaky clean, even those that are a little bit rough around the edges, I see something in them. And Marlie, to me, is such an interesting case for a model because she gives creativity, right? Like, the little stunt she pulled on the runway with eating her heart, with eating Hasi's heart, I think saying I've never seen that done before on the runway, so congratulations. Like, to me, that means something. To me, that's innovation. I thought the like initial animation of her like walking onto the runway that was like slumped over like a zombie that just like is about to fall asleep, to me was more comical than undead. And there's just so much going on. Like the other judges said, there's too many accessories. The tats are not giving for this outfit specifically. Like, I feel like there's too much with the septum and all of that. And the vibe that I got from this photo and this look is that it's kind of a story of life and death, and the kind of the romanticization of life and death and this cycle of it. Emphasis on romance, and I feel like maybe she needs to eat her lover's hearts to kind of sustain her own unlife, which I think is a very interesting spin on it. However, the general outfit, to me, it's giving like you threw a bunch of stuff in the washing machine and then like just fished stuff out of it. It's not giving cohesive. But I see talent. That's why Marlie was accepted into the show. I would never accept someone that is giving busted. I would never do that. But I definitely expected more. It's not cohesive. The backdrop makes no sense to me. I cannot tell if the backdrop is like photoshopped in or if it's like part of like a set in world, which is a bad sign. It doesn't make sense. To me, it gives like abandoned house you have to investigate in a video game. And then her look is, as I said, the romance of the cycle of life and death. It's just there's a lot of pieces that are kind of clashing. But again, what's saving her in my eyes is the fact that I know that Marlie's a talented girl, and the fact that she knows how to bring art and innovation to the runway.
So Ocean, I'm also very proud. I have to say that the outfit is very high fashion. Yes, it is. Is it ended? I am really not sure. I had to zoom literally inside her veil to see what was on her face, to see, is it a monster? Is it a vampire? What kind of undead is it? I believe that was a vampire undead, but that relied on a few accessories, and these were the blood on her face and the eyes. And that was the only thing that I could find that told me about the undead. Now the photo is as confusing for me. Definitely this is high fashion, the dress, the bracelets, all that texture going on, and the hat. It is simple and very powerful and effective, but also the photo, I'm confused. I'm like, is it a witch? What kind of undead is it? I'm always looking for the undead factor and I do not find it in this outfit.
Okay, with Ocean, I absolutely appreciate the level of professionalism this outfit has to me. It's really coherent. It's beautiful. It has a very specific presence for me. It's just like very out there. It's bold, it has a statement, it's a very beautiful piece to look at. Now, my issue comes, it's too dark. I can't see anything, especially on the picture. There is only one color, and that is black. I wish it was somehow broken apart. Like on the picture, it's beautiful because you see all those lights reflecting off of her, all the purples, violets, blues. I wish I saw that kind of INWORLD with some accessory maybe or something. And also, I do not agree that this is a not undead. This is giving me futuristic, almost like a glamorous astronaut in a kind, or maybe some kind of night goddess, and I can kind of see how that could be translated into the undead. But I do also kind of wish at the same time that I seen more of an evidence that it is undead. Because if I didn't zoom in on the face, I wouldn't see the bloody eyes, I wouldn't see the bloody nose. And I don't see it on the picture either. But for me, she really polished this. Really good.
Guys, can I tell you, this is one of my favorite ones. It gives me innovative, fresh, undead glamour 2077. I love this outfit. When I tell you, like, I was screaming and bouncing in my chair when I saw this, I was like, she ate. Four plus floor. You ate. Like, I love it. I think that it looks really amazing. For me, I don't need to have like the blood in the eyes or the mouth or anything, because again, I think we all agree that sometimes that kind of stuff could come off a little bit too Halloween. Looking at the picture, the one thing I will say though is it does blend into each other a lot. But when I look at it, I think of the void. Like, there's this undead death goddess in the void. Like, it's just edgy and fresh for me. I really, I don't know, I feel like I got it. Like, I like the look a lot. And I guess that's all I have to say about it.
So for Ocean, I do love the difference in like textures, and yes, it's all monotone, all black. The one thing I do look at when I see this is it being part of like a Rick Owens collection. It screams very that, and it reminds me of like Slick and Tar. Like, I don't know, I do agree it gives kind of sort of void, but also the first thing that popped in my head was the tar that came out of Jennifer's body in the movie when she spit up all that black needly stuff. That's what it gave. It gave that black tar stuff, and that very demonic sort of like feeling is what I was getting. And the picture is very bioluminescent. I do agree that it's very monotone. It does all blend in together, but I think the hits of light that hit the fabric give it enough separation. And on the runway, I do agree that the lightning from the photo didn't translate to the runway. But all in all, very, very good look. Very well executed.
Okay, Ocean, is this an incredibly high fashion look? I vote abso-fucking-lutely yes. Does it fit the theme? I don't see how it does, and I'm not really sure in which universe it would to begin with. Now, if I have to zoom into your neurons to see like the little details you have on your face because you have like a whole plastic bag essentially covering it, that's not really enough. Gorgeous look. Gorgeous execution, regardless of the fact that it doesn't fit the theme, but that's the major issue, is that it doesn't fit the theme. You could come out in the most beautiful gown, outfit, whatever that any of us could possibly even come up with or imagine or conceive, but if it doesn't fit the theme, then it doesn't fit the theme. Had the theme been futurism, yeah, I can see this being like a top look on a futuristic theme, but for Undead Glamour, I am not so sure.
Alright, so this one is very interesting, very beautiful visually, as much on the runway, as much on the photo. But for me, I don't know. There's only a few details again here. A big portion of the details is, that Asian theme, which is beautiful, but it is not giving me, high fashion, first of all. It's just beautiful and different, but not high fashion for me. And the only thing undead for me is the eyes, the eyeshadow, the lips, the teeth, but that's it. On the photo you can see someone dead, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I wish there was more. I wish this look was more rehearsed, because I'm sure it could have been something really crazy and amazing, because here I see something that has potential, but for me that lacks, that undead and high fashion factor. Yet it is beautiful and it looks like a model that has a lot of taste. I'm just a little bit disappointed.
I don't think I have ever seen any kind of like this theme being done on the runway before. It feels fresh to me. It's unique because it has a strong, sharp cultural influence. I really enjoyed that. The kimono is beautiful, the accessories are beautiful to me, but somehow I'm not sure, and I agree with Bonnie, if this is giving high fashion. It's great, it's beautiful, it's kind of creepy, yes, it is definitely in the theme, cannot deny that. I'm getting maybe some kind of undead geisha or something like that, but I think overall you can really do more with the accessories too, especially with the headpiece. The flowers, for me, they look too pristine, too fresh, too new to be worn on an undead theme, which is like, make them wilted, make them dry, make them maybe bloodstained if they're gonna be fresh, they somehow just like really bother me on the head. I don't know what's the reason, but probably that they feel too alive to me, too happy. It breaks the illusion for me. I really don't like them that much. And the picture, well, it's a fashion show. It's not Halloween. You don't need a corpse with their guts out sitting in a corner. And again, the same thing I have said before. If you play more with some sliders, maybe with some different lighting, or adding some blur to be in the focus and be the main focal point of the picture, yes, it would help it a lot. I don't hate it, but there could have been more done with it.
So the first thing I was attracted to when this contestant came down the runway was the mask. I thought it was a nice touch and it really stood out for me. What I will say is there are some details that was pointed out by some of the other judges that I hadn't really thought about. When Bali Coco mentioned the skin tone and it feeling not as undead as it could be, I looked at it and I was like, okay, that's something like you're putting your finger on where we're able to see like why this is not 100% working out. Like it's beautiful, but this is a beautiful outfit, but it's just okay for me. Like it didn't excite me in any way. I didn't feel like I feel like anybody could have created this, like with the kimono look. It was kind of creative in the sense that, I'm sorry guys, I'm like flubbering on this one. Sorry. I don't really have an opinion on this one way or another. I just feel like this outfit is just, it's average. It's just average. The only thing I really did like was the mask. I could see why some of the critiques that were given, like about skin tone and fresh flowers and so on and so forth, was giving. I do like the first half of the photo. I would like to say that. I think the face looks good. The tongue, just like how everything is posed, looks amazing. But it wouldn't have been enough information without the second half. But the only thing I didn't like in the second half of the photo, I agree, was the corpse, because I thought it kind of down leveled the photo a little bit.
Gives very much Japanese man-eater. I can so see this in like Megan Thee Stallion music video, Mamushi. I love it. It's for its being creative, but for this criteria of undead glamour, I'm not getting glamour. I am getting undead and the monster aspect of it, but it reads more performance base, whereas I would say sort of like a stage or a music video. But for runway aspect and fashion aspect, it reads more costume to me. I love the photo. I love all the details with the corpse and everything, and the textures of the flowers and the silk gown. It's put together very nicely, but again, it does read costume.
So my opinion on Vash is that, for one, I actually really appreciated that she went for like kind of a non-traditional, well, traditional to the West, I should say, or even Europe for that matter, kind of interpretation of undead. She definitely went for like Japan. The names of these urban legends escape me right now, unfortunately, but there's so many of them that I remember reading about because I'm such a huge fan of horror, especially Japanese urban legends, because bitch, they're terrifying. I immediately thought of that. I definitely thought of the realm of, for example, the blue coat, red coat girl, or even Tech Tech, or some of the other ones that have even been turned into video games and such because they're such iconic kind of horror stories. The mask, incredibly creative. Even the little flying stunt she pulled on the runway, I thought it was very cute. I like her feet kind of being kind of like the artist from Dead by Daylight. I kind of fuck with that. But I have to agree, although to me it's interesting enough to stand out, I have to ask myself, is it enough? And the answer is that I'm not sure.
Okay. This one is very disappointing to me. We have a beautiful model with a lot of fashion sense, but the first thing that struck me on the runway is the Halloween face. Absolutely, that's all I have in head, Halloween face. For the outfit, I'm not sure. It is a style, it has beautiful textures, it is beautifully put together. The whole outfit makes sense, for the whole outfit, but not for the undead and high fashion. I don't see an element of high fashion here. I don't see something bold. I want to see something really bold and dangerous and risky, and fashion, and I don't see that here. And the Halloween face really throws me off, and that really disappoints me in the way that such great effort to make this outfit well put together. There's nothing more or nothing less. It's just perfectly blended together with the details, with the walk, with the animations, and all the different textures. It's very balanced, but not for today's STEM. This is really, to me, this is the outfit that is the most out of 10.
Okay, I'm going to try to be nice as much as I can, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at, honestly. Is this a forest witch? Is this some kind of nymph? Is it some kind of fae? Or is this, whatever this is? Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful look. If I went to a roleplay place, I would wear that. Very happily so. Actually, I own the same dress in black, and I love the creator of that store and their aesthetics, their products. Amazing. It's beautiful. Is it undead? No. And let's be honest, we have seen, it kind of gives me bridal ghostly, but on a Halloween party in 2005. It doesn't give me high fashion, it doesn't give me glam at all. The lace with it is not a great choice. I don't understand really the point of the flowers in the hair because they're really throwing me off. They're giving me a forest nymph. They're not giving me undead glam. The face makeup... What? What is that? I don't understand. If I'm supposed to go in my head and dig a little to interpret this look in a different way, I could see maybe a Banshee, maybe La Llorona from... Hispanic legends, but I really don't know where to look, what to do with this. I don't like it. I don't like it in a sense of fashion. I like it for a role player. Sure, go for it, beautiful, stunning, but what's the wow factor? It's giving me last minute Halloween outfit look. I went to my grandma's attic, I dug out her old bridal dress, I put it on and I felt cute. I don't like this. It's not fashion for me.
Unfortunately for this contestant, I agree with Euphoria 100%. It looks like a dead bride, not even an undead bride, but a dead bride. I feel like I see the vision. I see it so clearly. Like, for example, the makeup that has the teeth across the jawline, I wish that you would have found skin that had holes in your face and your teeth would have shown. I think that would have looked so much better. I see what you were trying to do, and I actually do like your hair. I like your makeup because I feel like I know the direction that this was going in, like some ethereal form that's out there wandering in the forest or something. But it's just the execution of it. It does look like a Halloween costume. It's not fashion. It's not even artsy. The other contestant was at least artsy. This is neither. I'm sorry, but that's my take on this outfit.
So I do feel that this attire is very much more on the costume side. I would say borderline cosplay more so. But I will say that it does give sort of almost like spirit-like instead of monster and stuff like that. It gives more spirit, but I don't know, it doesn't translate very well just like the others do. And I would have to agree, it doesn't give very much fashion in that sense. The picture, it's very simple, but it's not eye-grabbing, it's not attention-grabbing.
So I genuinely try my hardest to word things in a nice way when it comes to the models of ANTM, because one, I love all of them. I truly do. Like, for one, it takes guts to show up on Adore's next top model, and it takes a certain kind of person to be able to withstand criticism and open your soul to a bunch of strangers essentially and have them nitpick at you. I have so much love and respect for everyone that has ever been on the show. Well, most people. That being said, I'm trying my hardest to compose myself because I like Z as a person very much. But what I'm gonna say is, Z, you were the runner-up for season 2. And it's true that the first 2 seasons of Adore's Next Top Model were nowhere close to the standard of that they are now, and there's been a huge evolution on the show with its models and its budget and everything. But to me, this is like, I'm not sure if you even knew, if it feels like you didn't even know the theme. Like it's not. If the theme was like Skyrim Goddess, bitch, I would give you the 50K right now. But it's just it's not. I'm genuinely not trying to be mean, but I'm just disappointed. I see the vision. I see it could have been a Ghost Bride. It genuinely could have been like undead doesn't have to equal black. I don't agree with that. You could make a fucking outfit be piss yellow and have it serve undead fashion, but like to me, it's not giving Ghost Bride or whatever the initial vision was. I really like the little creativity with the orbs and stuff, but again, wrong runway, wrong theme. Like I don't see how it matches anything that fits under the explanation for what undead glamour is, because for each and every one of the themes that I have given all of you girls and guys, there's an explanation in case you're like confused on what it means, and you can always ask me like, hey, like, did I understand this correctly? This is not undead. Like I would have, as similar to what Euphoria said, if I went to like a fair, even in real life, where people like do like medieval cosplay and are like, oh, what is this magical device? Like, I would see this and I'd be like, girl, fucking period. Like, you ate that. But for undead, it's not giving season 5 and it's not giving undead, and I'm very disappointed. Now we will be discussing Ari, last but not least. So I need to say this for the viewers. The way that Ari will be presented on the show will be a little bit differently. Ari is a model that suffers from hearing loss, and when they applied, I was made aware of this, but because I deemed them to be a very nice person with a lot of talent, and I felt like their disability shouldn't stand in the way of their fashion, so I decided that we would accept them nonetheless, even though, you know, things have to work a little bit differently. But yeah, we will be discussing Ari, starting with Bali Coco.
So for the last contestant, I like the photo first better than what I saw on the runway. On the runway it was quite simple. We have the undead, yes, there is a little glam, there is a little, you know, attractive thing going on. The presence though of this contestant is very strong. It has that very, you know, sultry presence, and aura, but other than that, the outfit was a little bit basic for me. It was just too simple. Maybe it is the pants for me that was too simple, and the shoes, because the top of the model was amazing. You know, if you just cut the pants and the shoes and you just look at the top, he looks fantastic and he has a great aura. But the bottom was like, no, that was just trousers and costume shoes, like a tuxedo bottom, and the upper side was really beautiful. So 50% undead glam for me.
Alright, first of all, let me say that I'm very, very glad and thankful to your Adore for being very inclusive and showing the world and the people that no matter where you come from, what you do, if you have disability or not, you come to this show and you can slay. Now, this is our second male model this season, and I kind of had a similar issue I had with the first one. It's giving unclassic. It's giving on that Dracula kind of vampire royal undead. It's a concept we have seen all over and over and over again. And even if I'm a vampire right now, look at me. I don't really enjoy this. I think it's falling very behind the other models and contestants. It's giving me, if Lestat had a moody, bratty cousin, this would be him. I don't know, I would want to see more daring choices, something more glam, because at least Adonis had a very nice mug done on his face. The earrings he had, the makeup, everything was speaking like glam. The undead glam. I don't see the undead glam in here. I see this more on costumey side. I do not enjoy it, and I think it's fine, but fine doesn't win this show, and I won, so I know what I'm talking about.
I think the judges pretty much all said it. I think to come in as Dracula or a witch or just something like that, it's going to be very hard to be fresh and innovative because it's overly done. It's kind of done the same way. But this particular vampire, I did like. I love the harness around the waist. I love the details, the high quality details. Like, for example, the upside down cross on the chest, I really liked. I liked the kind of screaming, ferocious thing in the throat area. I think, I'm not exactly sure what animal that is, but I really did enjoy that. I enjoyed the makeup, but it is very hard to make a really unique Dracula that doesn't feel somewhat costumey or somewhat done already. I just wonder if it were just a bad choice to just pick that specific fantasy or like fantasy character. I guess I don't know what else to say about it. I do like the picture. The picture is really cute. I like the blood. It's not too like everything, all the details. And this is, I want to compare the last contestant to our current contestant, where I said the issue with her drawing on the teeth that's across her face to look like a skeleton. I think if you're going to use accessories, it has to be, or add-ons, it has to be done the right way. So him using like the gashes instead of just like something that's painted on, I think that really worked for him and he did really well. He paid a lot of attention to details and they were extremely high quality details for me, but I just think it's hard to make an amazing Dracula. So I do agree with all the judges have said so far.
This ensemble altogether is very minimal, but I would have to say that it does give fashion, but ready to wear. It's not giving high fashion. It's more so, you know, ready to wear. I'm looking for more, you know, extravagance, more detail, more. I mean, compared to Adonis, this is, you know, just the chip at the category. It's not embodying what I want to see on the runway. I want to see more, you know, personality and character, not only in just the outfit, but the runway as well. I want to see a complete package going forward, you know, and that's my take on that.
Thank you, Hussy. So when Ari submitted this photo to me, literally the very first thing that popped into my head was, oh my god, he's doing an Astarian from Baldur's Gate 3 cosplay. This look and photo on their own, like I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm scrolling through Flickr, whatever the fuck, Prim Feed, if you want to be trendy about it, I would have been like, yes, right? But when I see it on Undead Glamour on their runway, it's giving costume. Like, this is one of the most costumey looks I've seen. It doesn't matter how many accessories there are, it's still giving like costume. It's giving costume party, it's giving like, I want to win the Sploder prize at like Exhale or something. I don't know. Again, Ari is a very talented individual, but it's giving costume. And that is the slippery slope that you were hoping that models wouldn't fall into, but some did, and unfortunately Ari is one of them. All I see is a Astarian. Like, literally all I see is a Astarian. Welcome back, models. When all of you applied to Adore's Next Top Model, Season 5, it was specified that this isn't just Season 5, it is Project A. Meaning that there's something a little bit different about this season than what you may be used to from watching the previous seasons. How we're doing things for this season, whoever wins the episode gets the ability to eliminate one of their fellow models. Whoever wins today's Undead Glam gets to send one of their fellow models home. The winner of Episode 1, Undead Glimmer, is Adonis. Congratulations. You're the winner of today's episode.
Oh, I'm just a little gaggy because I honestly want to say that I wasn't 100% with my look, but I don't know, I'm just gagged, you know. I did not expect to win this, honestly speaking, you know, looking at all the other, you know, contestants and models, you know, everybody really brought their A game, in my opinion. But I just want to say that I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm actually gagging right now. I don't even have words to explain how I feel. But oh my gosh, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go cry now.
So, as the winner, you get to send one of your fellow girls or guys home. Who do you wish to eliminate?
Oh my gosh. Oh, damn, the hot seat. Okay. Now, when I say this, and this is in addition to who you guys choose to eliminate, right?
It is your decision, baby.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna have to go with, in my opinion, out of all of the looks that I see here today, the one for me that just, didn't really hit the mark for me is, I'm gonna have to say Ezekiel Fishtail. I love the look. I love the, the direction, but to me, I don't think it really, I don't know. I feel like it's a little too light, in my opinion, and the theme is undead glamour. So I would have wanted to see more of a darker type of vibe. But yeah, that will have to be my pick.
Thank you for making a decision, Adonis. Z, please step forward in front of me. Hi, sweetie, can you talk?
Hi, yeah.
Hi, I wanted to thank you very much for reapplying to the show, and I consider you to be an actual, hand on my heart friend off screen. I've known you for years, and you've always been very sweet, and I believe in you, and I believed in you enough even a few seasons ago, and I'm very happy that you came back to us. Unfortunately, Adonis has eliminated you. So that means that you have to go home for the rest of this season. You're welcome to stick around for the backstage conversation. I would greatly appreciate it if you did.
Oh, yeah, of course I can do that. Yeah, no, I appreciate everything so much. It was good to be back, and it just wasn't my year, that's all.
Is there something you want to tell the models or the cameras for that fact?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to say, the competition now, versus when I competed the first time is insane. Oh my God, I am just stunned by everybody's look. So I am actually not shocked at all that I'm the one who got sent home today because, everybody, so, I just want to wish everybody good luck and, yeah, and I've seen a lot of good energy in everybody backstage. So, I'm really, just gonna wish everybody good luck and keep that energy up, okay?
Thank you so much, Z. You will not be going home empty-handed after today. I will be contacting you about a free gift of your choice from Nuve, the store.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
No, thank you. That being said, this concludes episode 1 of Adore's Next Top Model, Season 5, Project A.